Without all of you, none of this is impossible. So, and I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for real.
What are we going to be doing today? So we just got to Wipe. They're also here out of Utah. I'm so excited to be here. I've actually been, used their services myself, and dude, it's mind-blowing. I'm excited to be here. We talked about Jaden over the phone. Let's see how much they're willing to help out. And again, I'm just excited to be here. We're going to meet Tyson. We're going to meet Kyle. And it seems like they're on board, man. So, let's talk. And if we get this, game over. I'm not going to be worried about his credit at all. The department's next step, it's done deal. Alright, they know we're coming, so. Right? Yeah. Are you excited? Dude, it's going to be a good meeting. With what they're doing, we'll have them talk about it. I'm sure they will, but I've only heard good things. I've only seen good results myself, so I'm excited. We got some time.
Absolutely. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much for letting me be here. I know you guys are busy guys. I know it's a very busy time right now. Word on the street, I hear.
Yep.
So if you don't mind, I know you're busy, if I could just dive into it.
Sure.
A few days ago, I kind of rekindled a relationship with someone that I knew from years and years back. We went to school for a grade, I think high school for freshman year. He was always a nice guy. We were never in the same cliques back then, but we were always friendly to each other, nice to each other. He was at the gym and he told me, he came up to me and he asked me if I had some clothes for him, right? I said yes, but we started talking. I got to know him. His name is Jaden. Okay. And through talking to him, as I'm sure you gentlemen know, you could kind of tell where a person is, where their mindset's at.
For sure.
What they think, what their goals are, what their views are. You kind of get to know a person, right? Know if they're there. And what I'm trying to say by this is I believe in Jaden, right? Right now, he's actually in and out of jail. He's, he used to do meth, and he's very open about it, and he's, completely clean. He's quitting. He's in the process of quitting. He hasn't relapsed. He is just actually homeless. The more we talked, the more, he opened up about his situation, and I had no clue, because I see this guy maybe once a month at the gym, and he's completely homeless. I believe in him because he's not only a smart dude, but he's committed to helping himself. And I wouldn't be coming here to you guys because I know how busy you are. I wouldn't be coming here if it's not something that's going to be effort and time well spent.
Exactly.
Wasted. And I could guarantee that, right? At the end of the day, it's not a handout, because I personally believe handouts don't work.
Sure.
They have to be willing, they have to be accepting, and they have to be, growing themselves. I took a look at his credit report, because right now he's homeless, but he wants to own a successful brand, encourage people, share his story. He comes from a very, very, very rough upcoming. A lot of people do, and kind of motivate and share people through his brand and build that up.
Gotcha.
So what I did was dissect how to get there. Obviously, being in a tent, it's not the best
Not much
start.
you can do, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no fun, right?
Another reason why I'm so committed is he actually told me that he just hates being stagnant in life, and he had a realization that right now his grind is the gym. There's nothing else he could be doing. He said that he told himself the night before that at 7 a.m. when the sun hits his tent, he's going to be up first thing, go to the gym, do his grind, do the best workout of his life, and just get ready for the day and then move on, because he's doing something every day to progress where he's at.
That's awesome.
That's where we met.
Yeah.
That's where we
Wow,
talked.
that's
You know, it's
crazy.
this day.
It's crazy how much like we take for granted, like the ID, social card, different things that we use on a daily basis. So yeah.
Exactly, right? So for us to even look at his credit, we needed his social.
Right.
We don't even think about that. He doesn't have access to that. So we actually took care of it.
Okay.
We took Jaden. We got him a driver's license. We did that day one. We got him, the clothes he needs. All that's great. But the biggest thing is his social came in, his ID came in, and guess what? He got a job.
Awesome.
The very next day after having ID, like that was literally holding him back. And with Jaden, the more we believe in him, we have a lot of private conversations. He's kind of just believing in himself, because at that point in life, what people want is just someone to believe in them, not be like a menace to society.
Right.
Almost like an untouchable, right?
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So with that social, I looked at his credit report, which brings me here. You obviously know what I'm doing, what we're doing at Self Start. We do funding, but we've been hearing a lot about you, genuinely, because in this industry, in credit repair, it sucks.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's just
it does
be
as a
honest,
whole.
it sucks.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And you guys know more than anyone. It's very expensive. People are paying usually like $1,000 to $2,000 or something. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
Yeah, if not more.
Yeah, and getting little to no results that allowed them to be able to even get anything accomplished, right? Maybe 20, 30 points max. So.
And we actually have a personal relationship. I don't know if you know this, because I've used your services. And that's why I reached out. And thank you so much for responding.
Yep.
I used your services, and actually on a real level, my father used your services. And my results, I couldn't believe it. I know you guys on the phone, the rep said 30 days, but I actually got it in 14 days, and I couldn't be happier, So thank you for letting me be here. And I know we've discussed over the phone a little bit about Jaden, but guys, I look at his credit report. He doesn't have much history, right?
Okay.
But he does have negative marks, and I know that my negative marks went away when I went through WIPE.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which kind of makes sense with the name now that I'm thinking about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it does. Yeah, flows pretty well, right? Yeah, pretty easy.
Right.
Yeah. So what kind of negative things does he have on there that we need to get taken care of?
So he has a few late payments. I saw like a couple 15 days. I saw a 30-day.
Okay.
On top of inquiries, he only has like 5 or 6, but I know that's not too much if someone's scored.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
too much.
Yeah.
Too much. His utilization though is fine, because
Okay.
he's never used
Yeah,
the credit.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
I think he has like $500 utilization, which might be either 30 to 50% or something, but that's
Okay.
something that's that's not much money. We could just put $100 at it and go
Yep,
down.
exactly.
Right. But beyond all that, it's fixing all the negative marks, which I think will bring it up.
Mhm.
And I don't know if there's any more options after that, or
Yeah, well, we have plenty of ways, right? We have all the tools in the tool chest to get people where they need to be to come over to Self-Start, right? Accomplish what they need to. So yeah, we can game plan that, right? We'll diagnose the credit report ourselves, make sure that what we're doing is actually going to work, and give them to where it needs to be, right? Because we don't want to sign somebody up and then not feel comfortable we're going to get them to where they want to be, right? So, because we need to know where people are at, so we know where to take them. And,
Yeah. The other thing is too, man, is like in this industry, as far as credit repair, the narrative has just been, a few points here, drag out the process, really try to milk each person for as much money as possible, right? So the idea behind what we do here is we understand that time's of the essence. We know that by getting results for our customers quickly, it's going to allow them to get into that home, that car, and obviously in Jaden's case, be able to help him be able to get a job, get some money, get a roof over his head, to get those daily essentials that he needs to really survive and to progress and move forward, right? So after we clean people up, like Tyson said, the other idea behind it is we can add some trade lines on there to be able to help bolster that DTI, that credit utilization. That's really help him be able to pass through any type of financing that he's trying to go through, especially with Self-Start.
That's exactly it, because in order to get a roof over his head, he's going to need good credit first and foremost. Now he has the ID, he has with good credit, he'll be able to get an apartment, right? With the funding, we can't fund his current credit report, so this is going to be 2 birds with 1 stone.
For sure.
And obviously, there's an elephant in the room. The credit is not cash.
Exactly.
whatsoever, right?
Exactly.
And we've discussed this over and over again with Jaden. So if you don't mind, I'm going to discuss kind of like our plan with it, because again, just like you said, Kyle, and I'm so glad you said that. That's so cool. It's about his progression,
Right.
and we'll just do what we can with that as long as he's willing,
Right.
which I know he is. So with that credit report cleaned up right now, I believe he's at 550, 560 was his
Okay.
score. I personally, I don't even know if I should share these results because I might be like 1 in a million. I don't know.
Right.
But I saw a 158 point increase using this service. Right?
Pretty solid.
Yeah, that's pretty
works.
solid.
That works
right?
for most people.
Right,
Right.
right. If he gets something even close to that, and if we could add, for his history, for his build his credit profile, just so he could even get qualified for a loan because he doesn't have much credit.
Right.
We could add even a couple AUs or something. I know there's routes there, but we're trying to get him 20 to 22,000. We believe at that 680 range, we'll for sure be able to get the best 22,000. It's not just any 22,000.
Right.
We're going to go 0% interest for 18 months, and we're going to do the lowest APR with our relationships with our lenders. With this 22,000, we're going to get him into, and also we're committed to hiring him. We need people, and not hiring him as a charity, but hiring him because we need him.
Yeah.
Dude, his mindset's there. He's smart. He's intelligent. I honestly like working around him.
Yeah.
Dude, that's half the battle, right? When you have people that buy into the vision and they're a contributor to the environment and the culture,
Yep.
that's really what it's truly about, right? Like there's a lot of people that have talent that are negative and don't really put forth the effort, that don't have that belief, right? And it's just it's a cancer, right? You can't have those things
Absolutely.
in the culture.
Exactly.
Right.
Guys, I feel like I'm so glad I'm meeting with you guys right now. Like, no.
Feelings mutual.
sure.
That's so cool. That's so cool because I've been a fan, and it's cool that this is also, and just to be honest, right, just to be blunt, I'm glad this is the foot in the door in us finally talking and meeting, because I've been a fan. The results were incredible. With the funding we get him, we're going to he understands he's going to be in quote unquote kind of like escrow. We're going to trickle down just enough to cover his rent. So he has a roof over his head, right? And he's going to be making his monthly credit card payments. He's going to do more than the 2% a month. The credit is just going to cover his rent, and we're going to be trickling it down as long as he, remains clean, remains on top of things, and remains, employed. And because at the end of the day, this is not charity. It's not a handout. This is identifying someone who's legitimately has been a victim to circumstance, and showing that just because nobody believes in him, just because he's viewed a certain way by everyone, doesn't mean we can't be the whole catalyst for him to do what he's going to do.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we're sure we could say we're hoping to help. At the end of the day, I believe in him, and I know he's going to accomplish great things. So just us being there.
Well, that's awesome, right? Like I said, it's not a handout, it's a hand up, right? And you just got to be willing to grab it so you can pull them, right? So that's really amazing what you guys are doing to help him out. And that's one of the reasons why we had this meeting, right? Is the story and effort you guys are going to help him. It's bigger than ourselves, right? We like that.
And that's what it's about.
All about it for sure, and that's the idea behind us over here at Wipe too. Is we really truly want to make a difference in people's lives, not just improve their credit, but obviously buying a home or getting a car, or making a big financial purchase. You got to have there's all these different steps to get there, and so this credit being one of them is huge.
Yeah, right. So with that being said, too, is there's a reason that we are doing big things, and that's because our barrier of entry is so low, right? Is we're not charging people astronomical fees to get in to take advantage of our service, right? $150 a month for 7 months, or we can do a one-time payment that's very doable, especially for goals that people are trying to accomplish. What we're doing is unheard of in the industry, and we really want to do something different that's all geared around making a difference, and like Kyle said, helping people out.
Right. Disrupting the entire industry. Exactly what you guys are doing at Self Start, what we're here doing at Wipe, is truly to be able to make that impact and really impact, truly disrupt the entire.
Yeah, millions of people.
Right.
They're ready for us. We just gotta find them.
Just to be blunt, that's exactly why I'm here. That's exactly where we're at. I could tell the synergy immediately. That's why I wanted to try you guys firsthand. the whole process like was so hands off. The results were crazy. This seems like a commercial, but no, it's just genuine. That's why you're here.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, like your
Exactly.
price point. And you know, a lot of people don't know credit repair, don't know funding, but that's fine. But you know, people who do understand the funding side
Yep.
and funders who do understand the credit repair side, we would know exactly what we both are doing. And that price point, literally unheard of. Our price point, you know, literally unheard of. You know, this is for what? This is for lowering that barrier. You said it the best way.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, too easy. I love it.
Guys.
Good things happening here, Daryl. Good things all the way
Sir.
around. So
Yes,
no,
sir.
we're excited for sure. But,
I was a little nervous to, you know, finally meet up in person. We've been in talks, obviously, but to finally meet up, and it's just such a breath of fresh air because to hear just the language and just hear, you know, everyone's mindset. That's exactly why we're doing what we're doing on our end.
Yep.
You know, and it's just validation that people are doing their parts.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Love it.
You guys
100%.
willing to help Jaden?
100%. Whatever we can do.
Well, whatever we gotta do, let us know. Get it done.
Well, I could get the credit reports over today. You guys do your thing, wipe them up, wipe them clean, get them good. We'll do the credit side, and then we'll take care of the funding side, and everything else, you know, he hasn't asked for much. He's just asking to be around us, knowledge, education, mindset. I'm just going to keep that going.
Love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Daryl, appreciate it, my friend.
Appreciate it, my
Yep.
man.
Yep.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Dude, okay, my mind is blown right now. I can't wipe this freaking smile off my face. I've been wanting to talk to these guys forever, and not only are they going to, like, they took care of me, but now they're going to take care of Jaden. They bought into the vision. They understand everything. You go, when you're talking to them, you kind of understand how genuine they are, and trade lines are expensive, and they're committing to help them out. So, dude, Cloud9. Let's tell Jaden the good news.